People like us.
You are listening to People Like Us. Mangwana ni sisi.
Mamuka say pasta.
To what do I owe the surprise?
I brought you some tomatoes from Gogo's garden.
That is very generous. How are things going at home? You weren't in church on Sunday.
I needed some time to think about things.
Not things the Lord can help you with.
I don't know, Pastor.
If you speak, he'll listen.
I'm struggling with Nyasha.
Can you tell me about her struggles?
I'm ashamed to talk about it.
Our children can make it difficult for us to love them. But Peter said, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins.
I'm sure Peter never had to deal with what I'm dealing with.
Loving someone despite their sins is a human struggle, but it is what God does. We must try to follow his example.
So the only way to live in God's name is to love others like he loves them.
Only then can we truly call ourselves children of God.
Thank you, Pastor. Pastor?
Yes?
Nyasha is like Kudzai. She told me recently. She says she can't change. It's who she is.
That's what Kudzai says as well.
Maybe they are right. Maybe it's not something one can change.
Perhaps. Mercy, I kicked Kudzai out the house all those years ago. My wife resented me and it tore our family apart. I wasn't listening to my own teachings.
Sometimes it is easier giving advice than taking it.
Be gentle with Nyasha. Go forth in love. We both have to.
I tried to talk to her, but she won't listen, Sindiso.
She's serious, Edmo. What's going to happen to me? Where do I go?
I will help you look for a new place. In the meantime, we must try to talk some sense into Mama Sibongile.
She has made up her mind.
Have the two of you ever sat down to talk?
She doesn't listen. What's the point?
Perhaps if she understands where you are coming from, she will have more sympathy.
No, I don't want her to know anything else about my personal life. Look where it's gotten me.
Come on, you can't keep fighting with her. You need to talk to her.
What must I say to her? She will only listen if I tell her I'm quitting.
Explain why you are a sex worker. She doesn't understand.
I'm a sex worker because it's my profession. It's how I make a living.
But what drives you? Surely there is a reason.
Of course there is.
I know there are things we all like to keep private, but sometimes we have to open up to people. Don't shut her out. Your future is at stake.
The garden is looking lovely, Mama.
The rains have treated us well this year. Do you want to help?
I'm really tired. I had to pick up Ness Caroline's afternoon shift.
Some fresh air will do you good.
You know I'm no use in the garden. I didn't grow up on a farm like you, and I definitely did not inherit your gardening or cooking skills.
It's never too late to learn. Nyasha, show your mother how to tell when the cabbage is ready.
Here, Mama. See, we pick the cabbage when the head. See this part is hard.
How do I know?
You squeeze it, and if it feels solid, you can cut it off. Here at the base.
This one is nice and big. I think it's ready.
The size doesn't matter. Feel it.
They all feel the same to me.
Come here. Feel this one. Now compare it to this one. You see?
I think so.
It just takes time.
If there's one thing you need for gardening, it's patience, Messi. Patience and someone to show you the ropes.
How was school, Simba?
All right, Ma.
That's not very convincing.
I had a rough day.
What happened?
Nothing, Dad. Have you made a decision about Miss Dube?
I told you it's none of your concern.
But it is! She's the best teacher at school.
That makes no difference.
It makes a difference to me and to many of the others.
Oh, Simba.
Simba, please.
What's wrong?
It's just... Miss Dube really helped me, and the other kids can be mean sometimes.
We've said it before. You're just like everybody else.
But I am not like them. I'm in a wheelchair, and I can't hide that. It didn't bother me before, but now...
But what?
I could always speak to Miss Dube if I had a problem.
You spoke to him about your disability.
She understands what it's like not to fit in. She always comforted and supported me. And now you suspended her over something stupid.
It's not something stupid, Simba. It's a choice Mr. Dube made. A choice that was causing problems.
Maybe it's not a choice. Maybe it's just who she is.
Simba, come now.
I'm serious. You always tell me that I deserve the same opportunities that the other kids have. Why doesn't the same apply to Miss Dube?
Because...
You can't treat someone unfairly just because they're different. My disability doesn't define me. Miss Dube's gender doesn't define her.
I can't see how the two things are the same.
She's a good teacher and a good person, Dad. That should be all that matters.
People like us.
For more stories like these, or to share yours, visit unheardvoices.africa.